Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I actually recorded a video, and I really apologize. I'm gonna definitely get back on track, especially for the New Year's and especially for myself and you guys. And I decided I kind of wanted to do something totally different. I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys and be very real, be very transparent, and just share how I've been feeling, maybe to help other people or to just enlighten you guys, or I don't know, just so we can connect on a deeper level. I tried to make this a chit chat, get ready with me. I don't know what happened, but I ended up just getting ready by myself. Let's just put it that way. Also, I just came back from North Carolina to be with my family for Christmas vacation, and I got my hair straightened in North Carolina. Actually, my grandma did it, and I think it did grow a lot, and I have to cut my ends. I know I didn't want to, but I definitely have to. And I just did this crazy style just because, I don't know. I've been taking really good care of my hair lately, so I definitely want to show you guys what I've been doing, just so you guys can see like how I wash my hair and how I keep it moisturized and all that. And yeah, after this I'm probably not even going to straighten my hair for another year, just so it could really flourish. I'm going to talk about my hair in a hair video. This video is not really about hair, but I'm going to get started. First off, I want to say I feel good right now, but for the past several months I was feeling very emotional and I was feeling very unlike myself. But I'm the type of person where I don't always share how I feel, and I don't always go out and blatantly tell people how I feel. So most of the time, if somebody sees me, I look very happy or I seem very happy. I'm not saying I'm fake or I'm not happy, but that's, I kind of push all my deep feelings inside, and I don't like to bring them out. And sometimes when you keep everything to yourself, it just has a negative impact because you're the only ones dealing with it, and it kills you even more than just dealing with it at the moment. And I was feeling so depressed, like I couldn't even talk about how I felt because I wasn't too sure what was going on. I felt like it was a number of things that was going on. And before I even talk about that, I want to say I traveled to North Carolina for Christmas and that winter holiday season with my family, to be with my family, my grandparents, my cousin, my aunts, and my cousin's beautiful daughter Treasure that she just had in July. And I also took a break by myself where I randomly just couldn't take it. I was having a lot of emotional breakdowns and nervous breakdowns and just feeling really unlike myself. And I went to North Carolina. I took a little cheap China bus, a round trip ticket, and I spent the whole vacation with my grandparents, without my actual immediate family. With my grandparents and my cousin, I just took a little break just to be out of my daily schedule. I feel like a lot of things was happening, and the things that I could really talk about right now that I felt that was like just making me feel the way I was feeling was, first of all, school. I literally hated school so much last semester, and I'm not the type of person that hates, well, actually I never really liked school, but I never was like that person who hated school. But school was literally, oh my gosh, I don't know what it was. It wasn't hard for me either. And I was part-time, so I literally only had 3 classes, and I'm a very social person, and I felt like I wasn't seeing that many people in a day as I usually do. I was sick of my routine because sometimes I'll go to school for literally 1 hour class and then just feel like, I don't know, I just wasn't happy with my routine or what I was dealing with. And I actually had problems with one teacher too. Like, she probably didn't even mean to, but I remember one day in class, she kind of like said something that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I actually said something back, and I'm not even that type of person who claps back so fast, but I actually clapped back. Like, I was just feeling like, I don't know, I just was so over school. Plus, I felt like I should have graduated last semester. I'm not graduating until next semester. I'm here for another year. I can't take anymore, blah, blah, blah. And that's not really the best outlook to have. If you go to school with a negative outlet, like, I can't take it, oh, this is annoying, this is blah, blah, blah. I don't know, I was so over school and I wasn't focused in school. I mean, I didn't fail any classes, God forbid. I didn't check all my grades, but I wasn't doing bad in school. I just wasn't, my head wasn't into it. And yeah, my head really wasn't into it. The next thing I think that had some type of influence the way I was feeling, I had so many negative influences around me. I wasn't hanging around with the bad crowd or hanging around with bad people, but there was a lot of negativity in my life. One of the most negative things in my life was myself, actually. I felt like I was a negative person, and I didn't want to be. I'm not a negative person. I'm usually try to be as positive as possible. I had this negative little guy hanging in my head. I'm not possessed or anything. But in the back of my mind, I was constantly telling myself, you know, you're not good enough. What's the point if you're going to fail? What's the point? You don't even need to get out of bed. You know, there's so many people who's better at it, better than you. What's the point of you even trying? You know, you suck. You're not that cute. Can't cook. Kind of funny looking. You know, that person. I was just downing myself all the time. I wasn't motivated to do a lot of things. I just wanted to lay down and sleep. And that's what I felt like. I was wasting my life. I felt like I was wasting my time a lot at the time, which made me even more miserable. So I was feeling miserable because I wasn't doing what I wanted to do or what my potential was. And a person in my head was like, look at you. You ain't, like, there's a bunch of people who are more qualified, smarter, funnier, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, you know what? You're right. And that's not the truth. So yeah. And you know what? Actually, it's funny. I had this video that I made last year around this time for New Year's, and it's actually one of my favorite videos to check. I'm going to put like a card or something, link it. And I was just talking about, I actually had a moment where I was talking about motivation and stuff, and I wish I watched it more recently, but I did watch it now, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is some really good advice, and I was actually taking my own advice. But I wish I watched it when I was feeling like the way I was feeling. Negative influences, but besides myself, also I think when you have negativity, like there's so much negativity in the world. Like I'm talking about the music we listen to, the food we eat could have a negative influence on you. Even like the TV shows like Bad Girls Club and Love and Hip Hop and all these shows. And I'm trying to think of movies you watch, the people you hang around. You kind of want to have a balance. Like you don't want to have so much negativity and once every 3 months you might go to church. I think you need more balance, and I'm trying to balance. Honestly, you shouldn't have no negativity, but you know, in the real world, it's very hard to stay away from that. And I kind of have to filter filter it. Speaking of filter, I think Instagram and social media also has a play. People don't like to admit it, but sometimes social media can be very detrimental and kind of like, So like social media is lots of fun and everything, but sometimes we get kind of caught up. We want to keep up with them Joneses. We want to do this and we want to do that. We see people doing something. Woo! Oh my gosh. Speaking of social media, I just got a Twitter alert, and that was the scariest thing ever. My heart. Oh my gosh. Anyways, we want to keep up with the Joneses. We want to do this. We want to do that. And we start following all these people, and sometimes we start to compare ourselves to these people we follow. We look at this person, they just brought this and they spent this much money on that and they're making this much, and we're like comparing ourselves. And I never ever was the type of person, I'm annoying, I'm sorry. I never was the type of person that felt like, I never was an envious type of person. I never got jealous. I never was a jealous person at all. I never compared myself to people. I never wanted to be anybody else. And low-key, subconsciously, I was comparing myself to people, which made me feel unhappy. You know, you're not supposed to do that. Like, dang, this person is around my age, and look at what they're doing compared to what I'm doing. I'm obviously not doing something right. That's not the way you're supposed to be thinking. You could take what somebody's doing as motivation. You could take what somebody's doing as like, wow, I'm so proud of you, inspiration. But you have your lane. I have my lane. Everybody has their own lane. We have to remember that I'm myself. I don't want to be you. So why am I so caught up in what you're doing? It's great. I see what you're doing, and I'm so proud of you. And I might not even know you or I might know you. I don't know. I don't even know you. I'm seeing what you post on social media. I can't just say that's the life I want to live, because I don't even know how you got that. For all you know, you could have sold your body part to get that car or that dress or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you can't look at somebody and say, why am I not where they are? You have to look at yourself and celebrate where you are, and feel good about yourself. Which brings me to the positive part of what I'm saying, because I really don't want this to be a negative video, make people feel depressed and bleh. But there was some definite things that I kind of discovered recently that helped me get a stare of my life to start fresh and start great for the new year and just feel amazing. First of all, having really great friends and people to talk to. I definitely want to shout out people who were there for me when I was feeling down. Sometimes it's hard to speak to your parents about how you feel, because sometimes they just don't get it. Your mom or your dad might be like, oh, why are you in a bad mood? I wish you would be, a little bit more positive. I hate to see you be all negative all the time. And they don't even understand that you wish the same thing. And it's something you can't escape. But I was able to talk to a few friends about how I felt, and I don't talk to a lot of people about my feelings and whatever, but the people I did speak to, I'm very grateful for, because they helped me feel so much better, especially one of my friends, Mohini. I spoke to her a lot when I was feeling just like, every time I felt like I wasn't it, Mohini just always, I don't know, she's texted me the right time, sent me some really inspirational things, videos to watch, and it kind of like brought me back to the real Nakia for a little while, which I really, really appreciate. And my friends, I have really great friends. Also some really great influential people that I would definitely recommend to watch or listen to. AshleyDBeauty on YouTube. She's probably my favorite YouTuber right now. I really, really love her. If you're not subscribed to her and you're subscribed to me, I definitely subscribe to her and definitely check out her channel, because I love her. I'm putting this in the air right now. For 2016 or 2017, we need to be BFF. She needs to come to New York, or I need to go to Texas, and we need to hang out and chill, be friends, go shopping and all that. I'm also wearing a onesie, by the way. I should have included that somewhere in this video, but I am wearing a onesie. It's like a sleepover. Yeah, okay. Heather Lindsey and her husband Cornelius, I watched their videos on YouTube. I really like how she preaches. I really like the way she speaks, because she comes from a very familiar, very relatable kind of, I keep looking at my hair because I want it to look good, kind of relatable, I can't think of the word I'm trying to say, but she's very down to earth, very relatable. Joel Osteen, I always knew about him, but my grandparents liked him and they had the book and everything. I actually have the book downstairs, but I never read it. And I was listening to his podcast. I probably listened to 5 already, and his podcasts on iTunes are amazing. They're kind of short, to 25 minutes or 20. They're basically 20 to 30 minutes, and he's giving these really great sermons where it doesn't feel like he's being preachy, but he's being very, I don't know, he gives good life lessons as well as teaching you about the Lord. And I like that. I liked what he's saying. I really enjoyed it. And her name is Myleik Teele. I listened to her podcast. Her podcasts are life, and I wish I got her book for the New Year's book, but I wasn't able to get it. If it comes back on sale, I'm gonna get it. I really like her podcast. She's a African American businesswoman, very successful. She's the owner of, what is it? Curlbox? Yes, Curlbox. And she's I don't know, she gives very she's not talking about God or giving straight up advice not to be depressed, but she's very inspirational and very motivating, and it kind of makes me feel motivated to do stuff. with my career and my life. Surround yourself around positivity. For 2016, get rid of all that negativity. You don't want to be that person who's constantly watching a bunch of negativity, saying a bunch of negative words, being around a lot of negative people, because you're going to become negative. And I don't want to be that negative person in my group of friends, in my family, in my circle, wherever I am, sending negative energy. That's not who I want to be. I want to be that ball of light, shining positive light, making you feel good about yourself, making me feel good about myself, making you feel good, making her feel blah blah. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be that type of person, because that's who I'm naturally supposed to be. I can't let the devil or whoever try to, the enemy, the opposer, my own self-conscious, my own people, whatever. I can't let myself be affected by the negativity in this world. I feel really great. And if you got it to this point, thank you so much for watching my video. I love you guys so much. I don't want to leave you guys, but I know y'all got things to do. Y'all got dishes to wash, homework to do, and all that good stuff. Mwah. Baby girl looking so smooth. Had to hit like, ooh. Ooh, let me not do that.
It's me, Chanel. Hey guys. Follow me on Snap.
Try to balance it by listening to a lot of...
Let me cut you off.
What?
Wait, can I cut you off? This is so funny.
Can you bring it to my thing so they can see?
He was lurking on this girl and she caught him.
Looking so smooth.
Wait, but look how she looks up.
What? That's what I hate. I don't like people.
When you got caught lurking, I don't care though.
People always want to record people online. Like, in the street, I hate that so much. Like, it sucks. You can't even go out and looking crazy nowadays because there's a possibility that somebody might record you.